Hello everyone, Blitzer128 here with another Transformers toy review. Today we shall be going over Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Motormaster! But before we do that, I actually still have the packaging for him, if you just want to take a look. Come at the front here and, doesn't really appear. Nice little picture. 3 of 5. Product shots, a little scent, and a little bio right there if you want to pause to read it. You can see all the other Stunticons, of which I only have Dead End. If I can get the others, then I'll get them and do a review of Minosaur one day. And that's about it for the packaging. Yeah. But here is Motormaster, and he is a Voyager scale figure. And I can't quite remember if he's supposed to be a slight remold, repaint of Optimus, or if it's the other way around. But it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Actually, when I got this guy the other day, it was between him, Optimus, and Cyclonus, and honestly, I was looking at the Optimus one, and I didn't really want to get it because of the false chest plate, whereas this guy, it's Motormaster, it looked nicer. And he actually is, pretty cool. As an individual figure, I like him. I would recommend getting him. Now, that being said, he does have some minor faults to him. And I can only think of 3. And I'll do this one right now, just because you can do it in any sort of mode. Is that the wheels on the side, they're just kind of pegged in there slightly. And they come off really easy, like, sometimes you'll be transforming it and you accidentally push one off. But that's just a minor thing. Like, you can always they don't break or anything. You can just snap them right back on. But it would be nicer to have them just a little more secure so they don't fall off when I'm transforming them sometimes. But really, that's the only complaint they can. There's 2 more complaints, but I'll wait till I get to the robots and the combined mode to do those. But yeah, just taking a look at the vehicle mode, it's a cab over truck. It's actually pretty nice. He's got some nice details in him. You got your nice little grill here and your purple windshield. I like purple, especially on Decepticons. And little rings or something right on the front there, which I imagine you just hook something to and pull it. Some side view mirrors, smokestacks. They even went in and put just a small little, what's it called? A 5th wheel, I believe it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's a 5th wheel. It even got just some stuff on the top, like just a little, this little thing right here. I know the name of it, but I just can't think of it right now. But yeah. And of course you get your headlights with a nice clear, no, those are painted on. Yeah, but overall, like even the coloring scheme, I like it. It's very true to G1 Motormaster in the sense of the colors, anyway. I mean, the G1 Motormaster will be the trailer too, but it's a little ridiculous. If you take a look on the other side here, you can see his hands right there, and you can see his legs right here. But other than that, really, I mean, hey, like I say, gonna see something underside of a Transformer. Pretty much no matter what. So, really, unless it's just a shell former, it doesn't really bother me. And he does come with accessories. It comes with this sword, which is technically this is Menassor's sword, but he can kind of hold it with a little bit of difficulty. With difficulty, of course, you gotta push it in a little hard, but it also can split and form a smaller sword and a little blaster. They're nice silver too. It's actually really nice. Get some nice details and stuff too. But you can also store these in vehicle mode. There's only one way I know how to do it, is like you take them and you split them apart like this. And you're just gonna take this section right here, and you can put this into that. And I'll join up. And you can stick it in one of these three ports. You can't turn it this way, but you can turn it this way. I usually put it in the middle section, right there, just for vehicle storage. And yeah, not really any other place you can put them. Just take that out, put it to the side for now. And, you know, he actually does roll quite well. Like, the wheels are just kind of pegged in there, but he does roll pretty good. You can see he's got a Menasor crotch peach in reverse right there. But that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode, and so let's get down to transforming this guy. So first off, what you want to do is just take these little panels up here, just flip them, and you're going to come to the side here, in this section right here, you're going to flip down. And sometimes this can be a little difficult because they're in there good, and this side's a little bit easier, so I'll get that first. And just gonna fold them down like that. Oh, there we go. Nice and easy. And once you got those done, just gonna come over here and split it, and just turn these around like that. Bring those down, flip them around. Same on the other side. And then you're going to want to come underneath, put the feet up like that. Kind of adjust, bring them up like that. Bring this midsection right here, you're going to bring that whole section forward and bring the legs down at the same time. You just want to come and split the legs, that'll give you a nice bend. And this part falls out sometimes, so you just take these little holes and peg them into these little stumps or whatever right here. Sometimes comes undone. You want to come up here and just apply some pressure right here. And I'll just flip around his head. And there you have Motormaster in his robot mode. And like I said, I saw the Optimus one of this, and I gotta say, I like this one a lot more. Like, he looks just so much cooler. Like, he doesn't have the false windshield or visor or whatever chest plate like Optimus does. I think, you know, that looks a lot better. But yeah, if you just getting closer here on the head sculpt, it's pretty nice and head sculpt. It's very accurate to the G1 and stuff. It's really cool, actually. And actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pause the video here for a second, and I forgot something. Okay, and I'm back. And what I wanted to get is little card. And while it is a nice piece of artwork, it really is not him. Like, it is not this Motormaster. I think it's from if I remember correctly, I think this picture is actually from the TF Legends game, which last I checked was down, so I used to play that, actually. It was good when it first started up, then it really just, what the hell? I played Earth Wars, which is actually pretty good. I just looking back here, there's nothing here. Just Transformers, Generations, Hasbro. But yeah. Though it is not him, it is a nice looking card. But of course you didn't buy the figure for the card, you bought the figure for the figure. And like I said, he's cool. Now, one of the other complaints I was making is, and this is probably common for Combiner Wars figures, I wouldn't know, I don't have too many, is you don't have anything, you can't really do anything with the fist. Like you can move them up like that for to slide the combiner ports into. But other than that, they're just there. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just put a little piece underneath to attach it to the rest of the figure, and then they could just rotate the fist around. But still, not a deal breaker. And just looking around at the robot mode, and this thing came off again. Stop. The back, you know, not a lot of detail. It's pretty much what you're gonna see. The front, though, like I said, he's just cool looking. Like you can still see his grills, and he's got nice color scheme to him, and some details right in the abdominal section, I guess you could say. And a nice, very nice Decepticon symbol. It just, boom, stands out. It's there. And the head sculpt is nice, and some, like overall, nice details, nice figure. And moving on to it, he's actually got some pretty good articulation too. Like I said, you don't have any in the fist, but you do get some good movement with the head. Nice turnaround all the way, a little bit of up and down. Does swivel at the waist, and you can get a little bit extra for the just by bending that. Legs on a nice ratchet joint, pretty much move all the way around. Knees do a little bit more than 90-degree bend, and that back piece keeps falling off. Stop. And as you can see, when you transform him, he's got a natural split to his legs. And he's got, like, slanted feet to deal with that. I like that, too. I really like that. And in the shoulders, you can rotate them all the way. The shoulders are not on ratchets. But the interior part is where you move the arm around. Move it up, back. I got some 90-degree bend at the elbow. Same on the other side. And overall, like I keep saying, he's just a cool figure. Like, I really like him. I'm glad I picked him up. And one thing I feel I should mention is, I don't know why. And I don't know why. Is that turning his head around like this, like this little piece of transformation right here. I don't know why. That's really fun for me for some reason. It just is. And yeah, you can, like I said, you still got the accessories here. And like I said, you can put the big sword in his hands, but it's a little difficult because you gotta just push it in there and just kind of force it in there just a bit in order for him to get a decent grip on it. But he can hold it, even though it's really meant for Minosaur. And again, there's always those people that say, oh, Minosaur is just Motormaster with the other Stunticons for shin pads and shoulder pads and stuff. The case in G1, yes, not so much for this guy. And you can split it. You can put the sword in one hand, and you can put the blaster in the other. You're like, cut you or blast you? Cut you or blast you? I don't know. Let's take And these actually do store in the robot mode. There's one way that I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it seems like it is. If you just take this and put it back, you come back here, you notice this little piece right here at the bottom of the crotch, or at the top in this case. And you see this part right here, and you can push it in and put that in there. And it's not the most secure thing. Like, you're not going to be playing with him and it's going to stay in there. But if you're just posing him, it'll stand there. And it's got like a big great sword on his back. So there's that. You can even like take the sword off and put it on this back other section right here and store it like that. And there's another way that I found to store it, which is well, it's kind of cool. It's not really practical or anything, but what you can do is just put them like that. And you can come to the back sections of the arms right here. And, yeah, no, I got this right. And you take this part, and you can actually tap it into these little pegs. It's actually a little more secure, like it's not really meant to be there. But you can do it on either arm, and so it gives you a little bit extra storage if you should want it. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. Kind of like a little hidden blade or something, like pulls it up and pulls out the blade from underneath. Yeah. Cool. But anyway, since he is part of the Combiner Wars set, he does have, and since he is a Voyager, he forms the midsection of Menasor. And so, let's get down to that. And that is where the third complaint lies. And if you've seen reviews of this figure before, or you had this guy, you might think you know what it is, but you might not. So let's just get down to combine him. So first what we can do is just take the head, flip it around, take the arms, turn them all the way around like that again. Just bring them up and put these pegs to these little slots right there. And come on. Little bit of a pain sometimes. Come on. There we go. Come around and just pull back the fist so you can slide the pegs in there. And you can put the fist back up once you get the other Stunticons in there, but I usually just leave them down. So what you're going to do next is you're going to turn the waist around. Or, no, keep the feet up. Turn the legs outwards like that. Do 2 clicks. Bring this down. Bring this piece up. And it's going to plug into this peg right here. Come on. Something's not right there. There we go. You're just gonna come down, bring the crotch piece down, open this up, bring this whole section up like this, reveals the head, and then you're just gonna flip the horns up. And there you go. That is him in his chest piece mode. And it's not the greatest thing, but you know, it'll get the job done. You are supposed to put a little scout class, I believe, right here. But I don't think I would bother wasting my money on that thing. I think it would probably make it just look sillier. I just close this section up right here. Makes it look a little bit nicer. And I've heard, and that issue that I was talking about in the combine mode is actually not the feet. Like, I'm pretty sure I got one of the newer figures where this issue is fixed, because a lot of people would complain that, I think it was that the legs were spread too far out when they were supposed to be right in place. Like they'd spread out too much that way or something. But on my figure, I think he's a newer one where they fixed this issue and now they're straight now. So, thank you. Thank you for fixing that. So that's not the issue I'm having. The issue I have is with the shoulders, actually. Because I don't have another Senticon here to show you. But when you plug them in, you rotate them around and stuff. And I don't know, for some other figures it's probably fine, but sometimes when you rotate it, this part comes undone, like it comes unhinged really easily. And I don't know of any way to fix that issue. Like, you can just rotate the figure around if you just imagine so. And that'll come undone a lot of times. Makes a free rotating shoulder. And just plug that. Come on. There we go. But yeah. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just put like a few extra ports or something right here. That way you could just take these sections and plug them in just to make it a little more secure. That would have made things a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing. Could just fold them in and would have fixed the issues, but they didn't. Man, there are the wheels. They still come off easy. Easy fix, but still kind of annoying. But yeah, looking over, you'll have to imagine the other bots attached to it, because I only have one other Stunticon at the moment. But overall, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised actually that they put the chest minions there and they didn't just like make the outer parts of this black piece foldable and stuff. Like, you just lift that up and fold the rest of the section in just to make it look a little nicer, and you can still get that little nice piece in the chest right there. Speaking of the chest piece, let's look at it. I wouldn't really show it most of the time, but it actually's got some nice detail to it. It's not too bad. And the head sculpt. It's kind of a Unicron looking thing, like with the horns out the way they are. Instead of just the spikes like the G1 Minosaur had. But it still looks pretty nice. Although it does look, he's either angry or he's really in pain while on the toilet. Okay. That hurt. Yeah. Some nice little details just in the waist section and the crotch piece and all that kind of stuff. And that's where the other deluxe figures would slide into. But yeah, that's about it for Minosaur Motormaster. So I'm just gonna, as per usual, put him back into a nice little pose for the end of the video. So really should edit these out and just come back to it next time, maybe. And where's his sword? There it is. And I'll just put the sword in this hand. And the blaster in this hand. And kind of come up with a cool pose or something. And that'll do, I guess. That's not too bad. Wasn't what I was thinking, but it's not too bad. But yeah, that is Combiner Wars Minosaur. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, then, well, like it, share it, comment, hell, even subscribe if you want to. And like I always say, I post other reviews in the description. So if you want another opinion, or maybe I missed something, they're there if you want to look at them. There are other YouTubers, obviously, but yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.